and welcome back to another Sims 3 speed build. So this speed build started off as a live stream that I done a couple of weeks ago. The live stream is just the building portion only. Once we get to the interior, of course, it'll be no longer the live stream. So I ended up calling this house a Lofty Grove. I guess, good name. The upstairs bedroom is only one bedroom house, and that is a loft bedroom, so that's kind of where I got the name from. This house sits on a 20 by 30 lot, and it'll cost your Sims approximately 78,000 simoleons, and if they get it unfurnished, it'll be approximately 50,000 simoleons. So, by the sounds of that, I have an awful lot of exterior compared to the interior decorating. But I don't recall this house having a whole lot. It is small. It's not really big. It was basically inspired off of the starter home that I built in my From the Ground Up series. So if you watch that, that is kind of where the inspiration for this house came. This is not a starter home, so it's not like that. I did do a little bit more to it, but that's kind of the idea I got for it. So basically just right here working on the chimney area and just the basic exterior stuff that I normally do. And if you're interested in seeing any of my live streams, they are still posted on my channel, and I use what is it, Gamecaster or whatever to record. So as you can see, the recording quality when I speed it up isn't quite as good as what it is with Fraps. Fraps does a lot better, but I cannot do live streams with Fraps, so I had to pick something else, and that one seems to work pretty good for me. It even uploads pretty good. I've tried using OBS and it just doesn't upload to the channel, doesn't live stream very well, at least not for me anyway, and it causes a lot of buffering and issues. So I tend to just use this one instead. But anyway, I don't know how my videos are going to be going here for a little while. I am back to puppy sitting again. Just a little bit of an update if you're wondering on how my mom is going. They did find cancer, so that's what she's been dealing with. She's got esophageal cancer, I believe is how you pronounce it. She did chemo and radiation for about a month, and then she's gone in and done some more appointments and traveled and stuff to the doctor for that. And I've had a puppy sit off and on here and there. You've probably heard me talking how I'm puppy sitting for a couple of days. Well, that would be why. I am going to be puppy sitting for anywhere from 10 to it could be 14 days or more, because she is now going in for surgery. The tumor or the mass or whatever it is has shrunk, but they would rather just get it removed. So basically what they're going to do is cut everything out, and it's a huge surgery. It's going to take a while, and they're doing that actually today, the same day that this video is being uploaded. I am recording and everything on Thursday and currently puppy sitting. So because of that reason, I really, I'm pretty busy with the puppy, and then of course my job and everything. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have for building. I will try to still get some builds out, but there could be, because I mean builds take me longer than they do to do the Let's Plays and stuff and other little mini videos. Speed builds just take me longer, so you're probably not going to see any live streams for a while, because that even takes me even longer yet. I've live streamed before for I think close to 2 hours before, and I just don't have that much time. So yeah. Hopefully my channel doesn't hurt too much, because I don't have the speed builds getting posted quite as often. I have noticed in the past, one time when I took some time away from building because I just wasn't feeling it for building, I just didn't have, I guess you could say, inspiration, or I wasn't really in the mood, didn't feel like building, and I think I took off like I think it was close to a month without posting a speed build. and I actually lost quite a few subscribers. So I apologize for that, but you know, I do have things that going on in my life, and sometimes I just can't get to the computer and build. But I do plan on still posting other things. So like I said, it's a lot easier for me to sit down and maybe do a 15-minute video or a 20-minute video than to sit here and try to build for, I think this house, including this, it's not a very big house. So this, including the live stream, I think it equaled out to be about 3 hours. So yeah, the interior didn't take me as long because there's not as much interior to do, so that didn't take quite as long. But other houses that are a little bit bigger than this, because I do tend to make more in the way of family homes, those can take anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6 hours, and I just don't really have that kind of time right now. So I might still build them, but it could take me longer than just a couple of days to do them, which means I might miss, you know, my Friday upload. So hopefully that'll be all right. I guess I don't really have a choice. I mean, that's pretty much what's going to happen. I'm just letting you know that's pretty much what's going to be happening. So give you a little bit of a heads up. But anyway, the house, interior of the house is kind of pretty much set up. This house is, like I said, it's a 1-bedroom. It's basically a 1.5 bath. So the bathroom downstairs only has a toilet and sink. And then it has a little garden room attached. There's a living room, a small dining area for your Sims to sit and eat, and then the kitchen. I was going to put a laundry room in, but I didn't really like it, so I got rid of it. And then just the loft bedroom upstairs with a bathroom, and that's pretty much all this house has. So like I said, it's a nice little small home. Sometimes you just have that bachelor or that one female Sim that just, you know, they just don't get married, or they just don't have any children, or maybe they do get married and children just isn't in the cards for them. And so this is just a nice little house for them to live in. And you know, it's not super expensive. You should be able to come up with the money for your Sims to buy this house pretty easily without having any children. And yeah, so it's just a cute little house. Nothing too fancy or spectacular. All I'm doing right now is figuring out what I want to do with these back porches or decks out here. I end up putting some lattice work later. I completely forgot about it, actually. I put the railings in for that has the bend, or the, oh my gosh, the poles. Oh my gosh, why can't I even remember what them stupid things are called? But anyway, I put those in because I really like them, and I ended up putting it in the back, and then I forgot about them until I went to take screenshots, and I saw that I had these there, meaning to put the lattice in, and I completely forgot to put it in. So yeah, I do that, but it it gets put in right at the end. I think I record it, so I believe this is still the live stream yet. I believe I did exterior, the decorating and stuff on the live stream. These are just a few rocks I was just putting in, and then putting a few different kinds of rocks in just to kind of change it up a little bit. I'm not very creative when it comes to the exterior, but I do try. I do think my decorating for the exterior has maybe gotten a little bit better. It is pretty similar from one house to the next. Around here where I live, you don't see really well manicured lawns. You might see a few here and there, but for the most part, it's just a few trees that are here and there, and then they might have a little bit in the way of landscaping around the front. And usually the backyard don't really have anything. Sometimes it's fenced in and it might have a pool, or sometimes it's fenced in and it just has a small play area. But around here, you don't see really manicured lawns. It's just not what you see around here. So not, at least not where I live. So I don't see much of it. So I don't really have any ideas on how to create those types of lawns. Sometimes my lawns are a little bit more fancy than others, but for the most part, this is basically all you're going to get. So, and the backyards are pretty much plain. There's not really a whole lot going on back there either. Every now and then I might stick in some benches or maybe a swing set or something. But yeah, again, backyards where I live, they're not very fancy either. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We should be getting pretty close to the live stream. Yes, here we go. The lighting and everything's different. The quality has gotten better. So now the live stream portion is over. Now we're into strictly the decorating of the house. So here's where the little kitchen is going to sit. And it's pretty basic. I actually put, I think I did, yes. I actually put upper cabinets for once, believe it or not. Kind of surprising. I actually stuck upper cabinets up there. I like those ones because they're not as big. For some reason, the upper cabinets in this game are really deep, but in real life they're not, because if they were super deep like they are in The Sims, you'd hit your head all of the time when you're cooking. You'd hit your head on that cabinet. They're not as deep as a base cabinet. I guess that's why I have a hard time putting them in, is because they're so huge and they just don't look right to me. So basically what I did here was I used a paneling. I've actually had some ask me about this. All that is the wood paneling that goes up, I guess 3/4 of the way. And depending on what tile you use, you can actually put a tile on it and you can't really see the wood through it. So I like to use that sometimes just for like in the kitchen there. So I can put like a little backsplash, but at the same time I have paint above the cabinets instead of having tile all the way up. I just feel that that looks more finished and just looks more, I don't know, more realistic, I guess. This is the dining area, and I decided to go ahead and put, it's kind of an illusion of like having a bench seat back there, but your Sims can't sit on that. That is an ottoman, I think. Ottoman, no, end table. For some reason, those are considered end tables. They look like end tables. To me, they look like foot ottomans. But I use them and change their colors and stuff. I just kind of merge them together and change the pattern so that way they look like one big bench. They look soft and cushiony. So I use those sometimes to make like a bench seat in the kitchen or the dining area. And that's just kind of what I did there. So nothing too fancy or formal. I've also been recently asked about what it is. How do I move the curtains up and down like that? What cheat is that? It's not a cheat in the game. The game does not offer that. That is just a mod. Mod that I have, that I was told about long ago, and I have downloaded it, and since then I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. You can use it to move mirrors. You can do cabinets up and down, the curtains. I think that is pretty much it. And basically, you use it the same way as if you were moving a picture up and down. And basically, from my testing, the testing that I did is I took the mod out and then I put one of the houses into the game that I had done that with, and the cabinets, the curtains, everything that I had moved up or down is still in the same place. So, and nobody's told me otherwise. So I'm going to say that you do not have to have this mod. The mod is not necessary for the objects to be, you know, in them spots when you download the house. They should still be exactly where I put them. But if you would like to have the mod, it's over on Mod The Sims. I'm trying to think of what it would be called. I believe I'll go ahead and link them in the description below. Hopefully I remember when I upload this. I'll link it below. If I forget to link it, please let me know, because I tend to forget what I say in my videos. So if I forget to link it for you, just let me know in the comments. And I will link it to the website, to the Mod The Sims, free to download. But they have a variety of things. It's just, I don't know, maybe try searching movable cabinets, movable curtains, adjustable curtains or something. I'm not sure. That's pretty much what I'm going to put the search under so I can find it. But like I said, I'll link it to make it a little easier. There's a few different ones that you can get, and some of them do the same thing. But I will link in the description the ones that I have and the ones that I use, so that way you're not confused or anything like that. Because there are a couple of different ones. So basically, what I did here is I wanted to have like the sunroom to have lots of plants, and I wanted like a planter underneath this mirror. I thought it just kind of fancied up a little bit. It looked pretty nice. I liked it, so I went ahead and went with it. But this is, like I said, was considered a sunroom, and a lot of times those rooms have lots of plants because they let in a lot of sunlight. So yeah, lots of plants and lots of sunlight. So that was pretty much all it is. There's not really a whole lot in that room. Your Sims can sit in there and watch TV if you want, but that's really about it. They could sit in this living room here and watch TV, because I believe there's another TV in here, and I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I'm just gonna like, yeah, it is, what? It's like in real time. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It almost looks slower. What was I doing? I don't have a clue. There it goes. Now it's speeding back up. I don't know what that is. I think maybe a small section of video maybe didn't get sped up, but yeah, you can see how I'm slow. I'm a slow builder. What can I say? Sometimes I'm just sitting here staring at my computer and looking at a room. Sometimes I remember to stop the recorder and sometimes I don't. And I'll just be sitting here looking at it, not having a clue what I'm doing. So yeah. Okay, well, this is the living room. Nothing too fancy. It's got a little bookshelf, a small section for them to watch TV. There's also a little sitting area right beside it so they can sit there and chill by the fire. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I put anything else in this room. There might be another chair maybe gets put in. I'm not really sure. I decorated this house a few weeks ago, so I don't really remember. I ended up decorating it shortly after the live stream, so I think the live stream was about 2 weeks ago, or I don't know, was it 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. I don't remember, but okay, yeah, I ended up sticking a couch. The bigger couch just looked way too big. What I wanted was like a lounge couch or whatever, but I didn't want to use the one from the store again. I'm always using that one lounge couch from the store. It's called Love to Love You Lounge. I use it all of the time because it really does look like a couch you can just lounge in. So here is where, I mean, it's a loft bedroom. It's open to below. It's not sectioned off. It's not in its own bedroom. It's wide open. So in real life, if you were upstairs in the bedroom, the people downstairs could hear you because there's no door that you can close. So be careful what you're doing when you have company over. And because the one window there went over where the front door is, I end up making it like a plant shelf is what they're called. You'll see them sometimes in house plants, or house plans. It'll just say like plant shelf, and it's just like this shelf or whatever that's usually over the staircase in some way or another, and you can't really get to it. So I'm not really sure how you would get your plants on these plant shelves. I would assume that they probably are fake, because I myself wouldn't want to try to figure out how to water them every other day or every couple of days. So I would assume that they're fake plants, so you don't have to worry about them, and they just kind of sit on that shelf that you can't get to. That is somewhere near the staircase. So that's kind of what that is. I throw in a few plants, at least I'm pretty sure I stick in a couple plants. So yeah, this room didn't want to light up very well, so I put in a few of the wall lanterns just to kind of get some more lights. In my opinion, I don't personally like overhead lighting in The Sims. I don't know why, I just don't. So now I do put an overhead light over where the plant shelf is above the front door, but then I also put in one of those lights that you get from Buy to Bug. They're free, and you will not see them in live mode. So basically, what it's supposed to do is, lighting The Sims 3 is horrible. It doesn't go from one floor to the next. So the whole purpose of me putting that in there was so there was the hanging light above, like above the entrance, but it would illuminate the light down to the first floor. So that's, you know, basically what it's supposed to resemble or symbolize or whatever, something, I don't know. This is the one and only actual bathroom in this entire house. It's the only one that's got the bath and the shower. I will be doing the other bathroom here in a little bit because I actually forgot about it. I forgot about the bathroom downstairs, so I even ended up going in doing some of the backyard before I realized, oh, I didn't even do that bathroom. So your Sims can actually, for once in one of my houses, sit out and roast marshmallows and warm themselves up and catch on fire. So yeah, I actually put one of those in. And a little bit of a bench. It's a small patio. I mean, I actually did a little bit more in this house than I normally do. I mean, there's actually a patio out there with stepping stones and everything. So here's the garage. I don't know why I always put doors in and steps. There's other Simmers that don't even bother. I don't know why I do. Why do I allow it so my Sims can actually walk into the room? I don't know. Probably not the best thing to do, but I don't know. I feel like it's more realistic. But I imagine if there's a car in there and your Sim somehow got in there, that they could possibly get stuck. So I don't know. It may not be a good idea to do that in Sims. But whether or not I'll stop, I don't know. Because I like the way they look. I like having the door there. I like the realism that it gets. So, anyway, this is the bathroom I forgot. I completely forgot about this bathroom. I didn't even do it when I was down here doing the first floor. But that's just all it is. It's just a half bath, and that's what a toilet and a sink is called. It's just a half bath. Now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of lighting. As you can see, I still hadn't even done the lattice yet above that one area, and I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I put my the spot for your car on the wrong floor. Yeah, so if I wouldn't have caught that, then every time your car went in, it would have been hovering over the floor. That would have been kind of funny. But yeah, doing some of the lighting here, and then I realized, oh, because I went to go take pictures. So I had to stop taking pictures and come back in, and I decided I'll go ahead and record it, because why not? It's not like I can't edit it and put it back in. And get the lattice up there. So I don't do anything with it. I left it this time. A lot of times I put plants up there, but I didn't really want plants this time, so I left it go. But here are the screenshots. As you can see, there's no lattice back there, so I even took a picture without even realizing that it wasn't there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them below. If you liked the video, hit a like. That way this video will pop up on searches a little bit faster. That's pretty much what the like button does. But if you want to notify me and let me know that you liked this video, leave a comment and I will be notified that you left a comment, and I will probably respond back in some way or another to you, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.